What you doing, Diggletdreamers? You got Mathers back with more of Quinlanding's replay vault. These are all replays that I have pulled from our Diggletdreams Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description down below. I have not seen these replays. I don't know this team, although it definitely looks like I've definitely seen Quinlanding use all these Pokemon. By the way, this is Quinlanding. Wunga is Quinlanding. You can tell by the trainer's sprite. He always uses this one. The account name may change, but the sprite usually stays the same. I gotta switch sides. So these are all Pokemon that I know that Quinlanding has been enjoying using over the last, how long has it been? Like a week and a half that this Crown Tundra meta has been developing. So he's got Nidoqueen, which I know he's been running like Assault Vest Nidoqueen, which like tanks things from like Spectrier and stuff. He's got Regieleki, which I know he's been running physical with like Wild Charge and Extreme Speed. He's got Spectrier, which I don't know. I know he's run several things. I've seen him run Taunt Spectrier, Calm Mind Spectrier, and Uproar Throat Spray Spectrier I've seen. Boots Articuno, especially defensive, which has actually been putting in work versus the OU tier, which is pretty cool. Nihilego has also been one of his favorites. This could be like Specs or Scarf or something, who knows. And then he's got Landorus T, which, is just a good thing to hold the team together. I don't think he particularly cares for Landorus T. But we're just going to watch these replays, react to them. They're probably going to be pretty entertaining. So if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like. And if you have any cool replays that you want to share, then feel free to join the Diggletdreams Discord server where you can post replays. Actually, no, I don't have it up. Never mind. But it's here. I promise. You can check it out. We've got all kinds of different channels. We are talking about all the different bans and stuff and the state of all the metagames that have been in such flux recently. There's been a lot of crazy bans, not just in OU, so you got to check that stuff out. And Quinlanding posts lots of replays, so check it out. Hope to see you there. Let's get into this first battle. So Shrimp Captain, the opponent, I should go over his team, I guess. He's got Landorus Therian as well. He's got Kyurem, his own Regieleki. He's got Urshifu, Zapdos, Galar, and Mew. And he's leading off with Kyurem, as Wunga, aka Quinlanding, is leading Nihilego, which makes me think it might be like his Sash, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave Nihilego that he's been running with occasionally. Tanks the Flash Cannon. This thing is so especially bulky, people underestimate it. Also, Flash Cannon Kyurem, never have I seen that in my life. So he gets a Thunder Wave, he gets a Toxic Spike. Toxic Spike, right, why did I say Stealth Rocks? But okay, Kyurem is very weakened to the point where Spectrier is going to come in as Mew comes in, and he subs. Okay, so this is a new Spectrier set. Shout out to anyone that understands the Spectrobes reference. And the Mew goes down to the Hex. Man, Toxic Spike's support for Hex Spectrier is so powerful. And he's got the Shadow Ball too, which doesn't KO, and it is Scarf Landorus, so he's got to switch into his own Landorus, which gets its own Choice Scarf knocked off, and in comes Kyurem, which gets knocked off and KO'd. It was Choice Scarf Kyurem with Flash Cannon. The Zapdos Galar comes in and knocks out Landorus with a Brave Bird. And in comes Articuno, the finally good nicknamed Articuno. Takes half from Brave Bird and knocks out the Zapdos with an Ice Beam, but doesn't have leftovers or anything. So Regieleki comes in, goes for the Rapid Spin, big play, as he stays in with Articuno to get a big chunk of damage off with Ice Beam, and now comes the Nidoqueen to block the Volt Switch. Wow. The reads. So Urshifu comes in on the Ice Beam. It is Urshifu Dark version. And Nidoqueen tanks the Wicked Blow to knock out with Earth Power. That's nuts. So the Landorus is still here though. Goes for a U-turn to knock out the Nidoqueen. In comes a Regieleki. But wait. The Quinlanding's Regieleki with the extreme speed. Wow. And is that enough to knock out Landorus? It is Regieleki. It is, okay. Wow, okay. So pretty interesting, getting to know this team a little bit. Okay, it is the same team. I was wondering maybe it might switch teams, and I gotta switch sides again. Okay, so same team for Quinlanding. He's up against a Landorus Eyes. Okay, so this was before the ban, clearly. He's got another Urshifu, Heatran, Melmetal, Zygarde, and Slowbro. So very, very bulky offense. Like, crazy bulky offense. Like, nothing's even that fast except Landorus. Anyway, let's get into it. So the Nihilego lead would be my guess as Melmetal comes out. Thunder waves the Melmetal, and it gets fully paralyzed. It's because Iron Bash would have broken through the Focus Sash, right? Yeah, even just one of the Iron Bashes brings it to Sash. But Nidoqueen comes in and almost KOs with an Earth Power, and then dies to the Bash. Melmetal is so crazy. What's a resist? But Spectrier comes in and gets a KO, gets a boost, and comes Heatran with the Balloon. And this breaks this. Okay, lives the Magma Storm. This isn't gonna 2-hit KO though. But there's the Mud Shot. He broke the balloon so that he could Mud Shot. Wow. Oh, it's Urshifu Water, which means it's probably an Aqua Jet when it does. Wow. Articuno comes in, eats an Aqua Jet, and freeze dries. Oh, and he can just roost here as it dies to poison. Yes. Yes, Articuno taking on the OU tier. Whoa, Ice Beams the Landers, tanks the Sludge Wave. What is going on in the chat here? Somebody is talking crap to his opponent, and Quinlanding is defending him. What a good guy. Okay, so Slowbro comes in after the Landorus dies. What is this thing gonna do? Freeze dries to a KOing. Thunder waves. He got, he recognizes the threat. He's got to Thunder Wave the Articuno. Slack off and roost both sides. I'm getting distracted by this chat over here. Oh, Articuno gets paralyzed, but the Scald is doing no damage. Gets paralyzed again as it teleports into the Zygarde. Okay, Zygarde is poisoned, and he's got to fear the ice moves. Goes for the sub. Ice Beam breaks that sub. Subs again. He's hoping for the paralyzation, but he's already at 26%, so the poison is going to take him out in like a couple turns. And he can't make a sub anymore, so he 1,000 arrows and goes down. Articuno just taking on this entire team, and there's the forfeit. Quinlanding also plug in the channel. But I think the opponent is not sticking around. Wow, there's a lot of people watching this. What is being said here? I don't know. On to the next one. And again, I gotta switch sides. Quinlanding, you really need to work on being on the right side. This guy has got a crazy team. He's got Regieleki, Melmetal, Pheromosa, Urshifu, Regidrago, almost forgot its name for a second, and Tapu Lele. Wow, talk about a bunch of heavy hitters. He's got speed, he's got bulk, he's got terrain. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Leads Regidrago as Nihilego leads, and then tanks the Dragon Energy. I haven't seen much tank a Dragon Energy, but Nihilego does it. Gets the para, gets a T-Spike up, and in comes Articuno. Wow, Articuno tanks it too. And with the Ice Beam damage, that means he can roost safely. And it gets full paralyzed anyway. Dragon Energy doing 21 now, and down it goes. Yeah, I guess that's what you can do with Regidrago. Regieleki comes in now, and in comes Nidoqueen, who is immune to the Thunderbolt. Urshifu, Wicked Blow Urshifu comes in. Tank, it gets so much Earth Power damage, and then the poison's racking up too. And Landorus comes in with the Intimidate, but the crit, of course, it doesn't matter. The Intimidate doesn't matter. Sucker Punches for the KO, but only has 2 turns left of poison. In comes Articuno, just gonna go for, he's got Drain Punch. So so that makes the poison do less damage. But he actually Ice Beams there. I thought he might Roost. So down goes the Urshifu. That worked out pretty well. Tapu Lele comes in, and Articuno tanks a Psychic in terrain. It's got to be Scarf or something, right? Gets some Ice Beam damage, and then goes down. And in comes the Spectrobes, and it is Scarf Psychic, but it's not enough. Scarf Lele has really fallen off. Like, you basically need Specs to do damage. Ooh, the Pheromosa comes in and drill runs for the KO. How is Quinlanding going to get out of this one? He's going to get out of it with Nidoqueen, isn't he? Flamethrowers to knock out the Pheromosa. Melmetal has to come out. Earth Power. Bash knocks it out. Okay. So it's down to Regieleki. Wild Charge knocks it out. They both have extreme speed. Is the poison enough? But he wins the speed tie for the extreme speed. Wow. And the guy leaves without saying a word. Salty. Okay. Alright, Quinlanding's on the right side this time. Good. So he finally learned his lesson. This opponent has Toxapex, Tornadus Therian, Zygarde, Magearna, Kyurem Black, Heatran. I just was thinking, like, how crazy it is. Like, look at this guy's team. Look at this terrifyingly stacked team of Pokemon. And then this doesn't share any similarities with it, and yet it is perhaps even more terrifyingly stacked. that's the kind of Pokemon that are being dealt with in the OU tier right now. And let's go even one battle back. Like, a few Pokemon are shared on this one, but look at it. Well, I guess Landorus is banned. I shouldn't talk about that. And you know what? By the time that this video comes out, some of these Pokemon might even be banned as well. Well, let's see. Let's get into it. So Nihilego lead, of course, and the Kyurem comes out. And Quinlanding recognizes the threat, but the Thunder Wave misses, and the Dragon Dance goes up. Uh-oh. So he's, okay, Fusion bolts him to Sash, and he continues to Thunder Wave, so he Thunder Waves the Kyurem, gets a big Power Gem off, and the Icicle Spear knocks out Nihilego. But the Kyurem is definitely dealt with as the Hex Spectrier. I keep wanting to say Spectros, just because I see it in front of me. The sub as the Toxapex Toxics. Oh, that's so nice. And Shadow Ball is 2-hit KOing. And the Scald does not break the sub. Okay, it's not quite a 2-hit KO with the Black Sludge. And there's the Protect as well. But let's see. He's going to get like a drop or something. As he Scalds there to break the sub. And he's got to switch out, yeah. Ooh, what's the speed tier here? What is it? Okay, he switches into Heatran, but Tornadus is outsped by Spectre. That's crazy. What a Pokemon. So Heatran comes in and is 2-hit KO'd. Like, what can you do? Something's going down. Magearna comes in, and the Mud Shot is not enough to KO, unfortunately. So the Flare Cannon knocks it out. Dang. But a lot of big holes punched in the team for sure. Nidoqueen comes in, knocks out the Magearna with a Flamethrower. Toxapex comes in and just switches to get the Regenerator on the Earth Power. As Tornadus comes in. And in comes Articuno. Tanks the Air Slash. Toxapex comes in on the predicted Freeze Dry. But I don't think that's enough to break this Toxapex. Oh, but the Thaw. Oh, but it doesn't recover just Toxics, but I guess he can Regenerator Switch. But how does he Regenerator Switch when all his Pokemon are weak to Freeze Dry? Okay, so he roosted there. I don't know why. Air Slash, Flinch. How did I know? Air Slash, Miss, Roost. Okay, he's got to switch to reset the Toxic turns. Yeah, okay, in comes Nidoqueen. Tanks that. That's got to be a Assault as Nidoqueen. Tanks the U-turn. What is he clicking here? Zygarde comes in. Clicks the Earth Power. Wow. Click the Earth Power on the flying Pokemon. Nidoqueen gets glared, but the Ice Beam easily KOs the Zygarde. And in comes Toxapex. Goes for the Protect. Goes for the Ice Beam, trying to catch the switch. I see you. goes for the Scald, but Earth Power's there to claim the Toxapex, and that's basically it. He's got an Articuno, he's got Regieleki, but Nidoqueen is going to do it. Oh, he gets flinched. And paralyzed. Lives this, can he get it? Ice Beam, ooh, it doesn't even do a KO. So Nidoqueen goes down, unfortunate, and Regieleki is coming in to Wild Charge for the KO. Wow. Okay, I think we're about halfway through the replays, and we got another one. Quinlanding is back on the other side. So this guy looks like he's got a rain team. He's got Regieleki, Landorus, Incarnate, which is now banned. Apologize for not getting to these replays quicker. Pelipper, Tapu Fini, Ferrothorn, and Kartana. So no Swift Swimmers or anything. He could be Weather Ball Landorus though, and like Thunder Regieleki, and I guess both of these Steel types appreciate not being as weak to fire moves. But I don't know. Seems like a weird rain team in my opinion. But let's get into it. Pelipper lead versus Nihilego. They both got super effective stab versus each other, but Quinlanding is going right for the Toxic Spikes, and he tanks the Skull easily. Not easily, is over half. But the Power Gem almost KOs Pelipper as it finishes off the Nihilego with another Scald. Regieleki comes in, and in comes Landorus as he goes for the Acrobatics, this madman. What a madman. Okay, but Weather Ball comes out from Landorus, and Articuno eats it up. Eats it up. Regieleki comes in on the Freeze Dry, trying to catch the Tapu Fini, okay? Takes too much as the Ferrothorn comes in and Nidoqueen comes in. 2 turns left of Rain. Switches out to the Tapu Fini, of all things. The Flamethrower, of course, not doing much, but a Sludge Wave here is going to be doing a heck of a lot. But he actually doubles into Articuno. Gets scalded. The rain ends. In comes Kartana on Roost. Oh. Smart lives the Smart Strike for the Ice Beam. Oh, but it doesn't quite KO the Kartana. Landorus comes in. Still takes so much from that. Kartana is so strong. In comes the Pelipper to get the rain back up, but the U-turn is able to knock out the Pelipper. Regieleki comes in. Kartana comes in. Extreme speeds to KO the Kartana. Interesting play. Landorus comes in. I mean, interesting play from... Oh, he left. Interesting play from the Kartana. I wouldn't have gone Kartana myself. Although I guess what do you go versus this particular Regieleki having Acrobatics. Probably should have gone Landorus, because I think Landorus would have tanked another Acrobatics there, because I think it was a Life Orb damage that took him over half. So would have tanked an Acrobatics and then just click Earth Power. But I don't know. It was obviously very tough position, and they forfeit. So another good win from Quinlanding. On to the next one. Okay, same team. This guy's got Galarian Moltres, Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Regieleki, another Landorus Eye, and Kyurem Black. So very scary team. Obviously he's got the Unburdened Hawlucha stuff with the electric terrain boosting the Regieleki even further. Let's get into it. Nihilego lead versus Landorus. Toxic Spikes go up. Earth Power brings him to Sash. And the knockoff gets rid of the Life Orb as he goes for a Psychic. Catching I don't know what. Just showing off his moveset. But Articuno comes in as he doubles to... Or he switches into Tapu Koko on the Ice Beam. Takes a bunch and gets poisoned from the Toxic Spike. Nidoqueen comes in as it just goes for Light Screen. Oh my god. Taunts him. Don't need to worry about that. Tapu Koko goes down to the Sludge Wave. Moltres comes in. It's going to start setting up, I feel. But Articuno comes in. It's Old Bird versus New Bird. Agility tanks that Fiery Wrath so easily and toxics the Moltres. Wow. Nasty plot 2, though, as the Articuno roosts. Fiery Wrath still doing so little, but there's a flinch. Another Fiery Wrath. Flinch this time? No flinch. Gets the roost off. Wow. This thing is beating it. Goes for another Fiery Wrath. Gets the roost. No flinch. Oh, and that's it. Wow. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take the Articuno beating his bird. He couldn't take the old bird beating the new bird. Wow. I personally think that this is not the way for Moltres. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Moveset Monday coming soon. Now, up next, another terrifying team. This guy is bringing Kieran Black, Heatran, Kartana, Mandibuzz, Latios, and Toxapex. I don't see an electric immunity, though, which is very bold to bring on the OU ladder right now. Okay, Thunder Waves the Heatran turn 1 as it just Stealth Rocks. So he knocks off the Shuka Berry, okay. Lava Plume does no kinds of damage. Kartana comes in as he sets up the Spike. Goes for the Swords Dance. Does he Thunder Wave? Yes, indeed. Knocks off the Focus Sash as he gets paralyzed. Power Gems for some big damage. And then knock off KOs. Then a Helico. Spectrier comes in easily. Oh, gets paralyzed on the sub. I was like, no way did you go for sub there, and this thing is going to click knockoff. But it worked out. Toxapex absorbs the Toxic Spikes, tanks the Shadow Ball at +1, but can't break the sub. So another Shadow Ball is coming out. The sub breaks there, but the Toxapex is very low as he goes for another sub on the recover. And that we know that's 2 Scalds needs to break that sub. There's one, but it crits. Oh, come on. But it's in range of a Shadow Ball. So Spectrier gets its KO. Latios comes in. It's Scarf. I was going to say, how did you not go Mandibuzz there? Latios switches out on the Articuno as Quinlanding doubles into Nidoqueen to KO the Heatran with Earth Power. Wow. Impressive. Latios comes back, drops a Draco, which is munched on by Nidoqueen, and the Ice Beam is doing 63. Kyurem comes in on another Ice Beam, pretty good amount of damage. Dragon dances in front of this thing's face as it Earth Powers, and it's not enough. Roosts on Flamethrower. Roosts again. He Dragon Dance Roost. What a savage. Sludge Wave is not doing enough, and Icicle Spear knocks out Nidoqueen. Okay, in comes Landorus to get the Intimidate as he roosts. Earthquake doing 47 as he Dragon Dances again. Is it a roll? It's a roll! He got greedy. Latios comes in, doubles into Articuno. Draco Meteor munched on again, and he's got no ice resist. Mandibuzz does come in, but the Ice Beam is doing, not half. Toxics it though, and that's probably the game as they trade Toxics. Goes for the double Roost, both. It's a double Toxic, double Roost. Very exciting gameplay. Regieleki comes in as Mandibuzz goes for the U-turn. Is this Latios in range of an Extreme Speed? It is in range of an Acrobatics. I keep forgetting that it has Acrobatics. And the Wild Charge finishes off the Mandibuzz. Dude, physical Regieleki might be the new wave. Okay, once again, another electric terrain team, but I do like this one because I see Garchomp. I never thought I'd be happy to see like a Garchomp on a team. That just shows how crazy this tier is right now. The Garchomp is actually kind of underrated. Well, I don't even know if it's underrated, but it's just not that common, and it's actually kind of interesting to see it. This guy's also got a Bisharp, which is pretty cool, but then again, he's got Magearna, Zygarde, Hawlucha, and Tapu Koko, which are super standard. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see what Quinlanding does as the Garchomp lead comes out. Goes for the Stealth Rocks. Toxic Spike, Stealth Rock trade. Double Toxic Spikes. Earthquake to Sash. Knocks off. Dies to Rough Skin, so that doesn't knock off the item. In comes the Articuno though. Goes for the Stone Edge and clean KOs Articuno. You hate to see it. You hate to see the guy who's been, the Articuno that's been doing so well all this time, to be taken down in its prime. Nidoqueen double into Landorus on the Earthquake was pretty great. Doing good damage with Earthquake. Doesn't want to take the Stone Edge again. Wow, this Garchomp is just not switching. Acrobatics KOs, but Regieleki takes a lot of damage. And in comes the Zygarde. Okay, doubles to Landorus, gets the Intimidate. This thing is also toxic too from the... Ooh, it goes for Glare. Annoying. The Zygarde is toxic from the spikes though. Bisharp comes in as the Landorus just explodes. Nidoqueen comes in. Bisharp is below half. Tanks the knockoff and KOs. This is an interesting one. How is this gonna come back? Tapu Koko comes in. He's gotta underestimate this thing. Oh, the Sludge Wave does 57 through Light Screen. Goes for the Reflect. With the Ice Beam. No, he tried to predict or something. Taunt. Okay, so Tapu Koko is just not gonna KO the Nidoqueen. In comes Hawlucha. Is this thing gonna like Swords Dance? Okay, no, it just does KO the Nidoqueen. Regieleki comes in. Zygarde comes out. Does he make the prediction? No, he wild charges. But he does switch out, so he doesn't have Unburden anymore. Gets a little chip damage off on the Zygarde. Is this gonna be enough for... Substitutes up as he goes for Outrage. Ooh, but that's damage. The toxic damage is important. Oh, he's waiting for the Light Screen to go down. Oh, very smart, very smart. Shadow Ball definitely KOs Zygarde. And it outspeeds the Hawlucha now. Magearna comes out, subs up as it shift gears. Bold. Draining Kiss does not break the sub, and Mudshot is a 2-hit KO. But it's weakness policy. But he's dropping speed. I didn't know Mudshot did that. Wow, okay. Knocks out the Magearna. He's at +2. Outspeeds the Hawlucha. KOs with Shadow Ball. Wow, Spectre is so crazy. Substitute. Actually very, very viable, I think. Wait a minute. It is Boots. It is Boots. Spectre confirmed. I was like, wait, I didn't see it take rocks damage. Did I? Okay, this is the last one. Quinlanding is on this side, and he's actually on the Quinlanding account. When did that happen? It happened a long time ago, and I just didn't notice. It happened so many battles ago. Like 5 battles ago, and I didn't notice until now. But he's actually on the Quinlanding account now. And now, once again, a very threatening team. One more Landorus Incarnate before... Because this is probably the last replay from the replay vault that'll feature Landorus Incarnate. I'm guessing, since the next batch will probably be post-ban. But anyway, Landorus Incarnate, Swampert, Regieleki Kid, Tapu Koko, Kyurem Black, Magearna. Very scary team. Very, very scary team. But let's see what Quinlanding can do against it. Then a Heligo lead, of course, on the Magearna lead. Thunder Waves the threat. Good call. As it just Volt switches out. He gets a crit that does 19. The Heligo is so bulky. Landorus comes in. He gets the Toxic Spike up as Landorus gets the rocks up. Power Gems for half. And the Earth Power knocks him out. Okay. Articuno comes in. Tapu Koko comes in, gets poisoned, gets the Surge up. Tanks 33 from the Freeze Dry plus poison though. Nidoqueen comes in. Nobody is running offensive Tapu Koko anymore. Swampert comes in on the Nidoqueen. On the U-turn. Gets poisoned. In comes Articuno to dodge the Earthquake. How can you not click Flip Turn every turn you're in with this thing? Freeze dries, but the Swampert lives and gets the Toxic off. The poison is going to finish it off though. In comes Tapu Koko again. Interesting because the terrain is about to end. Ice Beam plus poison KOs Tapu Koko. And Okay, he is terrain extender. He is terrain extender. Regieleki comes in just to get poisoned and then doubled into Magearna as Quinlanding goes Nidoqueen, which is gonna not do a KO. But it gets paralyzed. Oh, it tries to catch something on the Ice Beam, but no. Oh, Nidoqueen gets frozen. Oh, that's tragic. Thaws and gets the Earth Power off, and he gets paralyzed. Wow, the freeze. Oh, and there's some trash talk in here. There's with the Regieleki gets a rapid spin kill. So lucky. Wait, flamethrower doesn't flamethrower thaw you if you use it, or is it just a target? I mean, he's saying so lucky because he thawed, and because he paralyzed too. But he froze the Nidoqueen. The Nidoqueen would have knocked that thing out so much quicker had he not been frozen. So this guy needs to clam up. The rapid spin KOs Nidoqueen, but he is poisoned. So in comes Landorus. Yeah. He goes into his own Landorus as he just explodes to KO the Landorus. Kyurem Black comes in. It's time. Kyurem Black is just gonna Dragon Dance, and no one can stop him. Gets the Shadow Ball drop, but Kyurem has set up. Kyurem has gone for Dragon Dance. Goes for it again. Why did he? He lived it still. He's got to sack the Articuno, yeah. He's got to sack the Articuno so we can get the extreme speed. Oh, wow. Wow, hold on. Articuno just tanked that Icicle Spear when this thing is at +2 attack. That's pretty crazy. I can't believe he should not have Dragon Danced again. He should have just gone for the kill. He could have killed the Spectre. Even if it didn't kill the Spectre, then he still lived it and then just killed everything else. But I guess maybe he needed plus speed to take on the Regieleki. I guess maybe that was his plan of thought. But Regieleki's got the extreme speed anyway. Wow. This guy is salty. This guy literally freezes somebody and complains about getting unlucky. Well, what a funny note to end on. I'm going to end it there. Oh my god, it's over 30 minutes. I didn't even realize. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to check out the Discord Diggletdreams server. You can find these replays posted there. Maybe even you can get a sneak preview of some replays before they come out in this series. And if you want to share any with me that maybe will even be featured in this series, you can post them there and I'll check them out. But until the next time, peace out. Keep dreaming. Goodbye.